Hej, dobro jutro! How you doing, Swima? Dame gospodo! Charles here, looking like hell. Look at my hair, but it's 6:30 in the morning, and I'm out riding my bicycle because that's what us healthy folks do. And I'm gonna make a quick video for a friend of mine, an amazing young man. You guys gotta get to know this guy. He's from South Korea, a young man. We're just gonna call him Mr. Park. Mr. Park studies Serbian language. That's his major in his university in South Korea. His goal is to move to Novi Sad, or at least come there for 1 year here soon, and work at an NGO. He believes in environmental protection, and he wants to join an NGO, and he wants to come to Novi Sad. Mr. Park, my friend, what an absolute pleasure. It's so cool to know that there's a guy in South Korea that's interested in Serbia. I heard there's a Serbian restaurant there in South Korea. I'll have to come and check it out. I always wanted to go to South Korea, so now I have a reason to go to South Korea. Anyway, you asked me about the costs of living in Serbia, in Novi Sad. Well, it's pretty cheap. I don't know. I've heard many things about Seoul, South Korea as being one of the most expensive cities in the world. So it would be a big change for you. I come from the state of Illinois, and in the summers I live here in this beautiful little exotic island of Nantucket, Massachusetts, 30 miles out into the ocean here. But in Serbia, I've been there for 8 years. I typically am there from September through May. At least I have the last 5 years. And then May through October, I live here in the United States. But up until last year, I always found a good deal. And it's not because I have a lot of connections, which I do, but I found a lot of good deals on housing. Housing's pretty cheap in Serbia in comparison to other places around the world. I was typically paying 150 euros to 200 euros a month, okay? It's really cheap. That's just for the rent. Bills in Serbia are cheap. Let me turn around here. I don't want to have a wreck like I did yesterday. Jesus Christ, I fell off my bike, flipped over the handlebars. Anyway, rent's pretty cheap. Bills. My bills every month, typically, I hope you can see me okay. My bills every month in Serbia, struja for a small little apartment, maybe 30, 40, 50 square meters. My electrics never exceeds like 20 euros a month. I have a washing machine. I wash constantly. I don't keep many lights on, of course, but what else? I have an iron, an oven, a stove. I make coffee. I cook a little bit, you know. Never exceeds like $20, $30 a month. The biggest expense is going to be something called Infostan, and that's if you have central heating. Central heating is like this big heating fabrica that makes heat, and they pump it to your homes, okay? If you have that, there's something, it's called Infostan in Novi Sad, Informatica, and it's called something else in other places. But, damn, listen to me, I'm talking too much and I'm not breathing. Anyway, it in my 50 square meter apartment was about 7,000 dineras a month, 70 euros a month. And that's heating, that's trash, that's water, that's everything else. Internet in Serbia is really cheap and it's really good. It never crashes like it does here in the United States. And I pay about, what is my bill? 2,000 dinas, 20 bucks a month. So anyway, you're gonna be looking at a maximum of about 700 for electric heat. No, sorry, 100 euros a month will do you, okay? Long story short, unless you have a massively big, like 80 square meter place. But if you're 50 and under, it shouldn't exceed much more than 100 euros a month, okay? Food in Serbia is cheap, you know, for a foreign person. You can, if you're on a budget, I don't know how your budget is, you know, everybody's different. But if you're on an extremely tight budget, you can eat in Serbia for $10 a day, a lot less. You could eat out 3 meals for $10 a day, okay? A burek for breakfast is filling. You know what it is. It's like $1.50, you know? You could have a sit-down, nice little meal with salad, soup, and something else for $500. Then you're gonna have a little burger at night, for a big burger, there's not a little burger in Serbia, for $2, okay? So under 10 bucks a day, you can eat out. If you want to cook at home, you can go to the Piazza, which is that little outdoor market, and you could do it way, way less. So long story short, you find an apartment for 200, 300. The prices have gone up a little bit. Bank on about 300 euros a month, which is what I paid last time, and that's expensive. But you want something kind of nice. 300, 400 with bills, and your food each month, $1,000 a month, 1,000 euros a month, and you can do really, really well. Okay? 1,500 and you're a superstar. Anyway, Mr. Park, I gotta go learn that Serbian so you make me look like dog shit even more than I already do. Do Virginia.